bombardment. This is the order coming down to the home corner, and Crash Hot leads narrowly from Potterjan. Sold 54 a length away, third and two to Bonagilla Tom. Rubiton's best about to pull into the clear, followed by Captain Dash to the 200. And Crash Hot the leader, a length and a half, Potterjan. Bonagilla Tom in third position from Soul 54 and Captain Dash. But Crash Hot is still in front, 100 to go. Bonagilla Tom is starting to warm up now. The post, will it be too close? Crash Hot is hanging on. Bonagilla Tom won't reach it, and Crash Hot beat Bonagilla Tom. Rubiton's best third, and then Captain Dash, followed by Soul 54, Canaille, Potterjan. Good margin off next was Cappuccino, and Bombardment was last throughout. Three-quarters of a length on the well side, the lead. A length away, third is Russet Royal, followed by Joint, and then comes Touristic Sun Haze. And Miss Plume heads for the remainder of the lead, hits the front, 300 to go. Russet Royal in hot pursuit, they've dropped Alphanas, and here's Sun Haze joining in, and Touristic trying to match Sun Haze in the gap to Amigo. Sun Haze hits the front from Touristic. Russet Royal, the lead is beaten. It's Sun Haze, the leader, 50 to go, and in fact is coming away. And Sun Haze beat Touristic. Third is close between Russet Royal and Amigo, followed by the lead, and then Amareb, a good margin ultimate tie. Miss Plume joined, and Alphanas stopped badly to finish at the tail. Stand by for numbers. Number 6, Sun Haze, written by Jason Lee, has won this. Is making play and swings into the straight a little over a length now on Snippet Flash. A length the Rhythm and Flow being pushed along. The rider's drawn the whip on her. Turak the outside from Wiggly Woo, and Discretion has made up many lengths on the inside. Down to the 200, Happen headed by Snippet Flash, and Snippet Flash a neck on Happen. 2 lengths further back is Discretion, followed by Turak, Rhythm and Flow. Happen fighting back on the inside. Snippet Flash and Happen. Snippet Flash just the leader, and Snippet Flash hangs on to beat Happen. Third Discretion, fourth Turak, and fifth Wishing Stone, a nice Australian debut, followed by Dance With Me. Rhythm and Flow win ordinarily and beat 3 to the line, and they were Wiggly Woo, Affections, and Caulfield last. Official placings on Pilotan, and Helm is last as they wheel for home, and Sound Off straightens up about a half to three-quarters of a length on Atomic Love. Daniel Beasley hasn't moved on the favourite, and quickly Atomic Love raced up to join and head Sound Off Medicine the inside, and 2 lengths to Pilotan at the 200, and Daniel Beasley goes for home on the heavily backed Atomic Love, and this promising filly put 2 lengths on Helm from a mile back, then Medicine at Pilotan, but Atomic Love in no danger of defeat, and Atomic Love wins it well from Helm at Pilotan, and then came on the inside Medicine, a break to Sound Off, well back then Kalanique, followed by Secret Scoop, Overtime Implicit, about 3 or 4 to Babyface, Express Odd second last, and Absolute was Saganor. She's a very, very promising. Till a wide out, drops out last as they turn for home, and Mr. Bow straightens up. The rider gives it a crack with the whip. It's a length and a half clear. Second, Splendid Retreat, followed by Vincent O'Canny, and then Light Work on the outside, but Mr. Bow holds a big break. They're going to have their work cut out getting Mr. Bow. They won't catch Mr. Bow. It's about 4 or 5 lengths clear. Second is Light Work, followed by O'Canny the inside. Only interest in second and third here as Mr. Bow trounces them. O'Canny has run second, and third Light Work, and then Splendid Retreat, Vincent, and last was Black Tarantula. Oh, what an easy win. Number 1, Mr. Bow, written by J.C. and has scored at 6:30 and 2:60. And Juggler and Winning Hand of the last pair. The Missile Field is swinging for home. And down to the 400 they travel now. And Masked Party on the inside. Again joining Hot as Hell. A length to Hockney called upon. La Rose Noir is running a nice race. Mr. Victory the inside. And Specialized on the extreme outside. Hockney's the first beaten. Masked Party in front. 150 to go. Masked Party a length here on Mr. Victory getting up on the inside. But Masked Party is still the leader. Mr. Victory is closing the gap. And Mr. Victory got up to beat Masked Party. Third posse going to Juggler, who flew, followed by Valerina, a break to Hot as Hell, Little Lucifer. Then Specialized, Hockney gave up quickly and beat 2 to the line, Winning Hand and La Rose. By Prairie. Prairie on the outside took the lead at the 300. Here's In-House getting out after her now. In-House in the yellow and black silks, the Arrow Field colours, has raced up to Prairie. Closer to the inside, Enjoyment with the orange cap is running on. In-House wide out as the leader from Enjoyment. They're hard to line up. They're wide apart. Prairie's in between them. Multimedia, He's a Dane is diving through in the middle. He's dropped out of the sky. He's a Dane. Oh, it's close. No, I'm not going to put my head into this one. You'll never forgive me. He's a Dane or Multimedia in a very close one in the last. In-House close up with Enjoyment, Prairie, and then Soup Kitchen, Broan, followed by Woodstock, Mac and Me, and the last couple of Phasia and Princess Lyra. And I've gone out in a blaze of glory.
Rabbit's the centre. The outside there is Archangel. Back to the inside, Dancino. Archangel wanted to hang. Then to the back, Shirley's Toy, Gap, Desert Song, Our Missouri straightening up. Iron Shoe left the fence, 2.5 in front from Dancino with Oliver pulling the whip. It's running on fairly well back to the inside of the leader. 2 for the back, Rabbits and Shirley's Toy. Iron Shoe has wobbled off the fence, but it's a length in front. Dancino starting to knuckle down. Finish hard now. Dancino getting up on the inside of Iron Shoe has wobbled out to the centre. Dancino took the lead. Good win. Dancino 3/4 to Iron Shoe. Ruined his chance by laying out on the straight. 2 away, third Shirley's Toy. Then a gap, Corona Star, Desert Song, Rare Bits from Archangel. Kilkenny Bay, Fizzy Lizzy caught one and beat one home, and that was Our Missouri.
2 Dennis.
In front of Culat Cuter, a length right behind them, Coltar. Into the straight, they race at the 380-metre mark. Plasker took the lead from Coltar, the outside. Culat Cuter back to the fence, a gap in the race, Stormy Jim. It's Plasker the inside, tackled by Coltar. Oh, Coltar's hit the front now at the 180-metre mark, and away he goes. He sprints away from Plasker, getting out late, running on down the outside, Video Fan. Coltar ducking in, but he'll be too good, and Coltar just over a length. Video Fan grabs second, ahead in front of Plasker third, a gap Dancing Sculptor, Stormy Jim. Then Killat Cuter further back in the race, Damascus Road and Colorado Ring last of all.
1 Coltar, $4 to win, $1.60 for the place. 4 Video Fan, $1.90. 2 Plasker, $1.30.
Crescent, last of all, our impression before the turn. Theatre on the outside of Gold Valley, the fence Theatre about 3/4 Gold Valley, a length for Pittance, followed to the outside by City Kid and then Tuscan Thunder. Into the straight they race, and further back Synology. Theatre took the running by 2 lengths. Down the centre is coming home well. City Kid with a good run. City Kid is after Theatre. It looms up now, City Kid to get to Theatre, then further back Pittance. City Kid first up, takes the lead for young McAvoy. City Kid in front now from Theatre and Pittance, and City Kid wins just over a length in the run to the line to Theatre. 4 lengths Cybervein grabbed third out wide from Tuscan Thunder. Then further back in the race came Pittance, followed by Gold Valley. A gap then the inside pulling up pretty quickly after the race across the line. Marco Fiumi from Synology C. Now from on the outside of him, Cutter, and out wide a Magneto bump with Unsold, but he's running on Magneto on the outside. He's ranging up to Dullbeat. Magneto's put his head in front of Dullbeat, Cutter Unsold. Then further back came Tyrell and Magneto in front for Little Mears, and Magneto scores by just over a length. Second Dullbeat, Cutter third. The outside Tyrell from Bright Spot, then further back Unsold, didn't finish off. Followed by Opal Flyer. Behind those further back then the Cadus, followed by New Shanghai, then Lord Dresden, Berserk, Deck Chairs, and last of all Montana Magic.
5 Magneto, $3.20 and $1.60. 8 Dolbeat, $4.20 and 2 Cuter third, $3.70.
Number 5 Magneto, Sean Mears. Yeah, good patient ride here by this lad. And here outside. Set stalls are back, they're off and running. Kesaragi has bounced away with them on the outside here. Raymond Isa began fast with Brave Chief. Hot Touch showing good speed. News Force wider out on the track just when they settle down. Further back, Mr. Archibald can't go the speed from Speed Away, followed by Kesaragi. They're followed on the inside by Premier Spy. Now, News Force from the outside and Brave Chief going up to Speed Away over on the inside. Hot Touch, Kesaragi starting to improve. Then the outside, Bronzodonis. Further back, Romanizer, Premier Spy. Then Santiro, Gadina. Mr. Archibald, Joe Gar and Rijonar as last of all. At the 600-metre mark, Brave Chief News Force, a length and a half to Hot Touch third. Fourth is Speedaway on the outside of Kazaragi, the middle. Bronzodonis deep. Then Premier Spy and further back Santiro, followed by Romanizer. Gadina, a gap, Mr. Archibald, Rijonar pulled out wide, and last of all to the inside, Joe Gar. Homeward bound now, and he's coming out on the favourite, Kazaragi. It's out after the leaders, Brave Chief and Hot Touch when they turn. Kazaragi out in the middle is quickly looming up now to Hot Touch. Premier Spy getting a run off the fence. Then Joe Gar and further back, Gadina, and down the outside, Rijonar. Kazaragi got to the front from Hot Touch. Gadina out wider with Rijonar. It's Kazaragi in front, but Gadina might have it. Gadina on the outside, reached the front now from Kazaragi and Hot Touch and Gadina. Gadina a half neck to Hot Touch, a half head away third, Kazaragi. Fourth, Rijonar the outside, a gap to Joe Gar. Then Santiro, Mr. Archibald. Further back, Premier Spy. Well back was Brave Chief, Romanizer, followed by News Force, Speedaway, and last of all, Bronzodonis.
Gold Coast numbers in full, 4, 1 and 5. 4, 1, 5 Gold Coast. Caulfield, it's 6, 3, 4. 6 Gadina for Jason Patton. 21 even and 5.10. 3 Hot Touch, second $2, and third 4 Kasaragi, 140.
Number 6 getting up to win here, and that's Gadina coming over the top of Kazaragi. Had gone up to join and head Hot Touch, but he wasn't there for long. And Gadina has worn them down and has got up to score at pretty good odds. Numbers coming in the frame. 6, 3 and 4. 6, 3, 4 to race number 5 today. Number 6 Gadina, ridden by Jason Patton for Jimmy Marconi at $20 plus. Let's have a look. 21 and 5.10. Number 3 Hot Touch is fought back on the inside to just get second. And it's showing about $2 and the favourite $1.40. He was under a fair hold when they turned for home, Kazaragi. He's gone up to them. Looked as though he'd let down and go on with the job, but he sort of got there and he was pretty well flat. And again, Hot Touch drew to him and then out wide. The challenges were Gadina. Joe Gar was getting away from the fence, and Rijonar on the outside was starting to come home fairly well, but Gadina too good by Rancho Rua from Gadishan, raced by the Rancho Ranch Syndicate. Mr. and Mrs. Jim Marconi owners. Mr. and Mrs. Jim Marconi, the syndicate managers there. Jim's the winning trainer, and Jason Patton, the winning rider.
Dividends there in a moment. Firstly, we've got them at the Gold Coast.
4, 1 and 5.
8, 5, 7, 6, 11. Now Caulfield.
Set to go now. Line is good. Little fractures, Call Me Spike, settles again. Racing. Jugulator began only fairly towards the centre, and one of the best away is Katana. Bounced quickly and landed in front from Royal Riverton, and Danajaya going forward after the start now. When they settled down, Katana went through from on the inside, Danajaya, Royal Riverton third from Jugulator. Then on the inside came another excuse, followed further back in the race by Call Me Spike, and last of all, Rock You. Danajaya got up on the inside of the 600-metre mark, ahead in front of Katana, who's now on terms, a length and a half Royal Riverton. Then Jugulator going up fourth, followed by Call Me Spike running fifth from another excuse, and last of all, Rock You, but only about 4 lengths off the lead. Danajaya up on the inside of Katana, and they leave the fence purposely there and get about 4 or 5 out, and Gouchy can go straight through on Jugulator, and wider out as Royal Riverton. In the straight, they race 350 out. Katana got to the front. Danajaya's gone. Jugulator after Katana, back on the inside, Jugulator, and then further out as Royal Riverton running on, but diking in from Rock You. Katana and Jugulator. Jugulator got back to the inside, took the lead. Jugulator drew a half in front of Katana. He's coming away, Jugulator. Holds Katana and Royal Riverton, and down to the line, it's Jugulator, a length and a half. Katana second, T to Royal Riverton third, Rock You fourth, fifth Danajaya. A gap, another excuse, and Call Me Spike.
Placings there, 3, 5 and 4, 3 Jugulator, 221.55 Katana, 340. No, third, 4 Royal Riverton.
Number 3 Jugulator, ridden by Darren Gouchy. Very consistent racehorse, this fellow. And he's won from number 5 Katana and Royal Riverton number 4, 3, 5 and 4, 3, 5, 4. Interesting, up before the turn, we had Danajaya, who got up on the inside of Katana, and they left the fence and came about a good 4 to 5 off the rail. And they gave the race to Jugulator. The Gouch was quite happy and content to go straight through on the inside and still keep the ground about 1 to 2 off the rail. And he got on terms with Katana, who'd been sort of moved out there with Danajaya when they turned for home. And he was finishing off nicely. Jugulator, he does get to the line, this horse. He really finds the wire, and he's won again, number 3. 3, 5, 4, number 5, second Katana, third, number 4, Royal Riverton, 3, 5, and 4-3-5-4. Jugulator goes on his winning way, and he's raced by the A. Bongiorno, V. and Mrs. P. Jovanovic, and S. and Mrs. C. Brown. He's now had the total of 26 starts for 10 wins. And at Caulfield, he's had 7 starts for 5 wins, prepared by Robert Smurden, ridden by Darren Gouchy.
And dividends to come there. We do have them through from the Gold Coast.
On 184, race 5, 1.
Come to the turn. Pro Pearl has got up to Perfect Dark, and wider out is Chippy's Daughter, who's after Pro Pearl when they turn for home. Into the straight they come. Pro Pearl and Chippy's Daughter about 2 lengths to Hit and Run down the middle. Then Rearc, Perfect Dark dropping out from Impulsive and Spring Peak. Little Pro Pearl fights back, but Hit and Run has got it. Out in the middle and wider out is Spring Peak, but Hit and Run hits the lead from Spring Peak out deep and then back to the inside. Rearc and Chippy's Daughter the middle. Hit and Run coming away, and Hit and Run is too good. Hit and Run by 2 or 3 lengths to run home. Spring Peak second. Third, Chippy's Daughter from Ramelpa, followed by Rearc. Pro Pearl weakened from Timpanette, Quiet Style. Then further back, Joanna's Daughter with Impulsive, and Perfect Arc is tailed off.
And the winner there, number 7, Hit and Run, 860 and 280, 11 Spring.
651, 6 Anxiety Attack, Jeff Morn, 550, 230, 5 Accabono, 4 even, 1 Waterford Road, 190, Quinella 42.50, Trifecta 395.30 off Melbourne.
Quickly from the outside, Dame Crillo went away well. Showing speed after the start now is Such a Pleasure, showing good pace going through with it now, and they settle down Double Voodoo and Dale. Lucky Rule just behind them, settling down now out wide here. Such a Pleasure from Petite Baloo going up outside it from Double Voodoo. They're followed by Socket Babe out wide, and near the inside Dale. Over on the inside Dame Crillo, followed by Lucky Rule. Further back in the race that except about 5 lengths off the front from Rich and Play for 1.5 Chili's, 2 to El Tocino Blackers, Beautiful Peg Zone, and 4 last of all from the north of the 550 metre mark they race. Dame Quillo got up on the inside to join the leader, Such a Pleasure, and on the outside Petite Falou. They're tracking a little deep. Further back then Dale, back to the inside. Acceptors get a safe ground. Gouchy getting up on the inside there, followed by Socket Babe. Into the straight they race now, and over on the inside Dame Quillo tackled by Petite Falou. Back on the inside Accept, and just being cut out there is Such a Pleasure. Petite Falou on the outside, back inside it, battling on Dame Quillo. Further back Chili's with a late run, but Petite Falou the leader. Chili's wearing it down on the outside. Chili's is coming home the better. Chili's grab Petite Falou. Chili's 3/4 Petite Falou. Dame Quillo third. Fourth home Accept, a gap in the race in Peg Zone. Then Lucky Rule, Such a Pleasure. Dale followed back on the inside. Rich and Playful, Double Voodoo. A gap El Tocino from the north, followed further back by Socket Babe, and tailed off as Black is Beautiful.
Repeating, correct weight Adelaide on 651, weight is right Adelaide. The daily double there on 10 and 6 has paid $422.50. The consolation on 10 and 5, $72.40. Adelaide daily double 10 and 6, $422.50. Consolation 10 and 5, $72.40. Caulfield 243, 2 Chili's, Dan Burton 6 even 230, 4 Petite Falou 210, 3 Dane Quillo $2.60, 243 on the last there. Open a race 8 Victoria Park, scratch 1 Hey Hero and 12 Twinkles, 1 and 8 1 and 12.
2, 3, 4 Dan Burton Road, 2 Chili's, paid 6 even 230, beat 4 Petite Falou 210, 3 Dane Quillo 250, Quinella 15.50, Trifecta 243, $102 neat.
The Chairman and Committee of the Darwin Turf Club and major sponsor Carlton, Australia's leading brewer, welcomes visitors and locals to the $840,000 1998 Carlton Darwin Cup Carnival.
And the favourite here for race 6 at Fanny Bay, where they're about to move them into the barrier, is number 5 Bakutsi 321.70, 2 Glycerine 492 even, 3 Heaven Dancer 510 210, 8 King Mel 690 280 and 7 Mississippi Gamble 830 and 210.
This Sunday, the Darwin Turf Club will be conducting the Darwin Cup Calcutta on the lawns at Fanny Bay. The day kicks off from around 12:30 with a barbecue luncheon available, plus plenty to drink and entertainment to kick the day along. You can also greet and meet the visiting jockeys and celebrity race callers and witness the draw for the Ansett Invitation Race. Get all the good oil before the Carlton Darwin Cup by attending the fun-filled Calcutta Day at Fanny Bay this Sunday.
Yes, good day there tomorrow. Right on after 4, start time for race number 6 at Fanny Bay. Darren McCauley is doing the honours as we join him trackside.
Now, candidates are moving up into the stalls. Bakutsi locked away, taken in by Steve Burrows. Mr. Sinister is in. Mississippi Gamble locked away now, and up comes Ellen.
Right, Doomben, Toowoomba 211.7. Ready Rosehill, here's John Tapp.
And they're off and running in the final event of the day. Got them away to a pretty good start. Multimedia bounced out in front. They're just hacking early. Nobody's desperate to lead. Princess Lyra striding up on the outside into second place, followed closely then by Prairie. Woodstock is now poking between horses to join the leaders. In-house is going to settle about fifth on the fence. 2 lengths away, Mac and Me, followed by Aphasia, who's throwing the head about and pulling a bit. At the head of the other, Soup Kitchen, followed by He's a Dane. And Broanne has dropped out last as they leave the mile pole behind them. Into the back straight, and Princess Lyra the leader by a length on Woodstock, who's just going to worry the Princess a bit. 2 lengths away in third place as they swing to the back is Multimedia, now joined on the outside by the top weight Prairie. A length and a half to In-House is going to enjoy a perfect run. 2.5 to Mac and Me on the outside of Enjoyment, followed by Aphasia, Soup Kitchen, He's a Dane, and 2 lengths away at the tail of the field is Broanne, and about 12 lengths covers them as they go down the back stretch. 1100 out. Princess Lyra got fired up a bit. She's over racing, led by about a neck to Woodstock, who's proving a bit of a pest on the outside. 2 lengths away in third place Prairie, 3/4 Multimedia getting a lovely run. In-House is now taken away from the rail to track up into fifth posse, and Chrissy Munce is riding this an absolute treat, followed by Mac and Me and Aphasia, who's wide in yellow colours. Enjoyment awkwardly placed as cluttered up on the fence. The grey Soup Kitchen well back, and then He's a Dane and Broanne. And now they're starting to pack up as they come to the 600 metres mark, and Princess Lyra the leader. She's had no peace. Woodstock in the middle, 3 deepest Prairie and Mac and Me sweeping around the outside, followed by Enjoyment, and then In-House as they turn with Aphasia the widest runner. Into the straight now, Princess Lyra tackled by Prairie. Prairie on the outside took the lead at the 300. Here's In-House getting out after her now. In-House in the yellow and black silks, the Arrow field colours, has raced up to Prairie. Closer to the inside, Enjoyment with the orange cap is running on. In-House wide out as the leader from Enjoyment. They're hard to line up. They're wide apart. Prairie's in between them. Multimedia, He's a Dane is diving through in the middle. He's dropped out of the sky. He's a Dane. Oh, it's close. No, I'm not going to put my head into this one. You'll never forgive me. He's a Dane or Multimedia in a very close one in the last. In-House close up with Enjoyment, Prairie, and then Soup Kitchen, Broanne, followed by Woodstock, Mac and Me, and the last couple of Aphasia and Princess Lyra.
What a way to finish, John Tapp. Belmont Update 1 Miss Conquistador 833 even, 2 Pure Smile 770 233 time cover 790.